Okay, we're live.
We're
Okay.
live.
Hey everyone, it's
Hi, we hope you can hear us.
yeah, I hope so too because I've been having trouble with my microphone. This is JP
This is Julie.
and Book of Hours, and today we're at Sundaystreets in San Francisco. This is the Mission District edition of Sundaystreets. It's the first of the season, 2017, and it's very crowded out here.
Do a shot. Do a crowd
Yeah,
shot.
I'm gonna do this.
So hold it up high so they can see. This is what a car-free world looks like.
So I'm gonna bring it back down here for us. Okay, so where are you? There you are. So, yeah. So this is something that's been going on for what, about 7-8 years now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
Long time.
And I hope that we're not too backlit here. Anyway.
So Sundaystreets is basically car-free. So it's only open to foot traffic, bicyclists, not motor-powered scooters, but just foot-powered scooters. And we actually really, this is like the ideal way to live in the city because cars and everything about cars is what's ruining our world.
Yeah, cars are the problem for a lot of things in our world. Pollution, traffic, deaths. More people die from auto accidents than a lot of other things. I don't have the exact statistics. They're out there. You can look them up.
So Sundaystreets was birthed out of, what is it,
Cyclovia.
Which
was born out of Bogota, Colombia.
Right, and in my experiences with traveling to other, like especially in Frankfurt, Germany, what I'm experiencing today, or what we just showed you today, is a regular occurrence. There's certain areas where you drive, you park your car, and it's far away from like the shopping area or the eating area, those kinds of districts, and you walk through those areas, and those areas are closed down to cars, and you can just roam freely, and you can, you don't have to deal with traffic lights and trying to get around the whole car issue. So this is how it should be. There are plenty of cities in socially democratic countries that are... Do you want to turn around or something?
Well, let's get into the light, because we're having some light issues.
There are plenty of cities in socially democratic countries that are already doing this. This is how they live their life. This is how they utilize their transportation.
You can see?
So, on a constant basis. Like this, for what we're experiencing in San Francisco today, this only happens a few times during the year, and then it goes away, and then it picks up again. So it should be happening all the time.
Right, and this only happens one Sunday a month from spring until the autumn.
Right. So only one Sunday a month do we get this kind of they're called open streets. And so the person who actually brought the open streets concept to San Francisco is a really good friend of mine, and she was the director of the program for many years. And this was her lifeblood. She took it upon herself to write the legislation, to really be just constantly advocating for open streets. She wrote up the proposals. She went to City Hall and hand-delivered those proposals. She came up with the legislation. She hired the staff. She made sure that this could be a possibility and a real reality for San Francisco. And it's already a reality in Chicago. It's already a reality in New York. So that's the kind of push that we need in this country for all the legislation that we need. For instance, you let go of the National Endowment for the Arts because you didn't care enough about it. You say that you support local art, you say that you support artists. Well, if you did, then we would still have the National Endowment for the Arts. So clearly you didn't care enough. So what we need are more people like the former director of Sundaystreets here in San Francisco who actually do care. They take it upon themselves. They're like a craw in the side of City Hall. She just would not let it go until she basically said do this, or there's going to be pushback. And they finally just gave in and did it. And look at the crowd. Look at the amount of people that come out to appreciate this car-free, exhaust-free, pollutant-free environment. So this is what we're talking about. This is the kind of push for legislation that's going to work for this country that we need. Now, we need about 100 of her just in this city alone to push through the neoliberal policies that have made this, this particular area of the country sort of diametrically opposed to what's going on in the rest of the country. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I have to say. So I know that I really was pushing my point here, and JP might have more to say, but this was something that I wanted this to be an example of when you push for something and it is something that you really truly believe in and you know how important it is, and you don't let it go and you get people to agree with you, you can actually make it happen. And this thing has just exploded.
Yeah.
I mean, the crowd here is insane.
I think I want to say too is that it's important. People are looking around for direction of how should we respond? How should we react? Well, not react, but respond to what's going on in our public life, our political life. And I think building coalitions is what's really probably the most important thing, and that's a lesson we can learn from this event that we're at right now. Julie was talking about her friend who helped put this together, make this happen. She had to build coalitions. She wasn't just a single voice out there, although she was the driving force. She was also walk into my camera. Okay, thank you. People don't pay attention. She was building coalitions with groups like the Bike Coalition.
Right.
Through there's a walking group here in San Francisco. So there's a number of groups and organizations that she was working with to help build this and make this happen. Along with this there was also, and I'm going to switch this around because I want to show you something. I don't know if you can see this right here. If I can. I'm just going to walk towards it because I can't zoom in. But right here, where these people are sitting, you can see there's some lights up here, and it's sort of people are sitting, having a good time. Well, this is actually a former parking place. These were 2 parking places in the city.
Right. And they're all over the city. Can you lift it up high? So these are all over the city. So what they've done is they've just taken away parking places and opened up parklets.
Yeah, they call them parklets, yeah.
So what you have, you've got at least 10, 15, 20 people sitting where 2 cars used to park. So try to, explain to me how that is not good for the surrounding businesses.
It actually does. It actually does.
Helps it.
It
when
actually
you've
helps
got
the
20 people in place of 2 people. One person gets in their car, takes up a whole space, versus 20 people who come and sit in that exact same space, and they are eating the food that is sold by the local restaurants and the local chocolate shop right here. They've got the kids that can just jump all around and play without, feeling like they are, in any danger, especially, when it's Sundaystreets. And even when it's not, it's really, really, really useful. It's amazing. And then, of course, the area that's outside of the Parklet right here is an area that's designated for what?
This is a bike lane. Yeah, we've got a bike lane.
Right here.
Yeah.
So not only do you have, it's literally right on the street. So there's enough space in between the Parklet and where the cars will actually drive through so that they don't, go slamming into the Parklet. Enough space because the bicycles take up this space right here. So this is the kind of stuff that other countries are doing on a regular basis.
Yeah.
This is the kind of stuff that that is common. You know, these kinds of you know, city initiatives are really, really common in other countries. Why it's taking the United States so long to get on board is...
Well, I think it has to do, and we'll probably do a podcast on this, I've been meaning to, but it's about the car, and it's about our love affair with the car.
Right, we have a love affair with the car.
And
We put more value into our possessions than we do into our quality of life.
Right.
And if this crowd of, you know, 1 million people here today don't prove that people are literally screaming for a better quality of life, if that doesn't prove it to you, then you have a serious problem. You have a serious disconnect. People do not want to live in these you know, fabricated societies, these suburbs where they have to live in their car. If they don't have a car, then they can't survive. That's not what this generation wants. That's not what our generation wanted. We wanted to be able to have the luxury to go all over the world without needing a car to do it with. Cars are expensive. They put you in debt. They
put you in danger.
They put you in danger. You're basically driving around with a 3-ton weapon, in our opinion, especially as cyclists.
Yeah.
And they also kill the environment, you know?
Yeah.
And so we've got other countries that by 2030 they are going to be completely car-free. And this is what they are striving for. What you see here today, people just walking around on their feet or on their bicycles.
Yeah.
So
active transportation.
Active transportation.
So,
you're healthier, you're outside, you're connecting with people, you're getting out of your 3-ton weapon machine box, you know, and you're actually connecting with people and living a healthier life. People don't want to do the fabricated housing in the suburbs with the driveways anymore. They don't want that. That's not what the majority of Americans want. The majority of Americans want to live in a thriving cultural environment where they can actually, you know,
engage with
each other and their neighbors, and they don't care, you know, where their neighbors come from. They don't care how they pray or what color skin they have. They want that cultural diversity, and it's not just San Francisco that wants that, but most of the people in the country want that, because they know that with cultural diversity and with the ability to connect, that the economy will then improve, that they can help each other. So this is a really good example of something that is so absolutely successful and necessary to move our country forward.
Okay, with that, we are running out of power.
Okay.
So
we're
gonna sign off. I want this to post. So hope you're all doing well, enjoying this Sunday, no matter what your weather is. This is JP.
And Julie.
And this is a book of ours. We're signing out at the Sundaystreets Mission Edition in San Francisco. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye-bye.
Bye.